Now, Jim Chute is the UT's music and art critic, and he joins us now to explain how collectors really decide which new art to buy and what not to buy. Good morning.
Good morning, Amber. How are you doing?
Good.
Scott, how are you
Jim,
doing?
nice to see you.
And you know, I think you're being modest. I think you know more about art than you're really letting on.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'll go to a museum and I'll look at something that's supposed to be like abstract and expensive and really, you know, renowned, and I'll look at it and I'll go, I don't see it.
But you know, I see that handkerchief in your pocket.
You like that?
I like that.
You like very artistic,
very abstract,
very
you know,
artsy.
Right.
I mean, we're all abstract art in some way.
You want to know the real piece of art here? Watch this. Watch this. See this? See this right here?
I'm so proud of this. There it goes.
Oh, it's just the inside of the pocket.
It's a magic trick.
It's the inside of the pocket.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty artsy, right?
Yeah. I'm with Scott, though. I don't have much of an eye either. I wouldn't even know what's actually good. I mean, I think my niece and nephew, when they draw something, I'm like, it's artwork. It's beautiful. But yeah.
Maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe they're geniuses.
Maybe. Yeah, they
so
could
what are we talking about though today? $200,000 for these new works of art.
Right.
Can we see? Let's look at these things.
Well, every year at this time, you know, the museum puts together a list of things they want these collectors to consider. Now, the game's rigged a little bit because all their curators have already signed off on all of these. So all 7 of these artworks are pieces that the museum would love to have.
Okay.
So the museum would love to have this.
They'd love to have this. This is Kyria Bonfils, and it's called Red Burst. And now she's a Brazil artist. She's based in Rio de Janeiro. And think of an electric guitar that you played, right? In the back of an electric guitar and the sunburst or whatever.
Right.
She's really influenced by music. So what this is this is sort of her homage to a guitar.
How much would this piece be?
I have no idea because they don't, we know it's under 200,000. We know it's not, you know, gigantic or whatever, but basically they want her in their collection. She's an important artist.
Can I just say one thing, that last piece did nothing for me? I mean, honestly, I feel like I could do that. No, seriously.
I'm a little moved by it.
You know? But, you know, the other thing is this is kind of like doing the personals on the internet or something.
Right, of course.
You see pictures and you think something looks like that, and when you see it in real life, you know, that face is different, a little different. So you really, all this art, you really have to see it live. So it's
what was that last piece? What was that we were showing? What was that piece? Legalized? Did it say legalized?
Well, that was Andrea Bauer's One Big Union and Legalize My Man. And she's a LA-based artist who does political artwork. Okay. And the one on the right, which is One Big Union, it's on a piece of cardboard and it's a magic marker. In other words, she's using the same medium as some guy on a street corner, you know, that's trying to get your quarters while you're going by.
So what makes that so special versus a guy in a street corner?
She spent a lot more time on it. If you actually see it close, it's beautifully rendered. It's an amazing piece of art. And then the other one is something that she did from a protest that obviously is a woman who's wants her man to be legalized. So this is political art. It speaks to us. It speaks to issues that are going on right now. You know, it's happening basically. You know.
All right, here's another one. Let's take a look at another one. Because so far, very respectfully, I understand that for some people this is a big deal.
You're not moved by it. It doesn't speak to you.
What is this?
Now, what about this? This is Tiago Carneiro de Cunha, and it's this offering. So it's like some sort of little Aztec god or something with some fruit on it, and he's like an idol that's offering you this fruit.
What's this piece? What is this?
Now this is called, it's a self-portrait by Abraham Cruz Villegas.
This is a self-portrait?
Well, he took this walk, and it's in the mountains, and this is sort of some of the things that he saw and he thought about. So when you go to the museum and you see this sort of might evoke, you know, him walking through the mountains and whatever, and that's how it's a self-portrait, because it's supposed to sort of give you that sort of feeling, you know, of being there, you know, with Abraham while he was walking through the mountains. But you're right, this one, you look at it in on a slide like this and you think, what the heck? You know, so you really kind of have to be there and poke around it and look around it and see the materials and sort of, but it's a self-portrait because it's stuff he was thinking about.
Okay.
So am I to understand that the readers of the UT are going to have a chance to kind of chime in on all this stuff? Is that right?
Well, they are, because and this is, by the way, Anna Sohoy's tissue dispensing. This is great because this is, if you look there, you can see the tissue sticking out. I mean, you could say this is a tissue box, which in a way it is, but it's sort of glorifying the ordinary, you know, the things in life that that we overlook all the time.
Right.
You know, but if you really start to take a closer look, you know, maybe that coffee cup, or maybe that water bottle, or, you know, whatever. Maybe it's art. Maybe there's kind of cool curves there that we haven't picked up on, or whatever. But yes, the readers of the UT can vote on this in terms of which ones they would buy, and we're going to compare that with the experts, the collectors, who in a dinner on May 8th at the Museum of Contemporary Art are also going to vote on which ones they like to buy. And typically they buy 3, so 3 of these, you know.
Will be a grand total of 200 grand?
Yes.
What is this one? See, now this looks interesting to me. Now this looks like this looks something that my eye would be attracted
Really?
to, and I would try and want to know what's going on here.
Creeps me out a little. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, this is interesting. It's Martha Ressler, who's actually a UCSD graduate, and this is the oldest one in the group. It's from '67 to '72, and it's obviously a Vietnam era runway. In fact, it's a photograph, and she's juxtaposed some 1967 housewives on there
with old school lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Well, in '67, that was their lawnmowers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's sort of this juxtaposition of this war is going on, but you know, you're cutting your lawn and you're, you know, going shopping and whatever, and it sort of makes us think. And she's also a very politically oriented artist, and it's sort of unbelievable that the Museum of Contemporary Art doesn't have her in their collection. So I think if they don't vote on this one, somebody will buy it.